portfolio. So first, you will daw insert a picture related to the qualification. So since ang qualification po nitong example natin is Events Management NC3, Events Management Services NC3 rather, naglagay siya ng stuff on event planning. Next is you will fill up the sector, qualification title, unit of competency, module title, and of course, lalagay niyo po ulit yung pangalan niyo as the one who developed the whole portfolio. So for the sector, you will find the sector on the very first page of the training regulation. So for example, Events Management Services NC3 is on the tourism sector. Sa first page po yan ng ating mga training regulations. Then of course, may establish naman na po kayo na qualification. So as an example ulit, Events Management Services NC3 po yan. And na-establish na rin natin on previous meetings kung ano ang inyong gagamiting unit of competency and the module title, which is the unit of competency in a present participle or gerund. So basically, lalagyan lang po ng ing, yung mga verbs, on the unit of competency. So yun, pinilapan na niya, tourism sector, qualification title must be supported with the NC level, which in this case, Events Management Services ay NC3. Unit of competency niyang napili is develop and update event industry knowledge. And of course, since si module title nga po ay ginawang present participle lang yung unit of competency, developing and updating event industry knowledge. So once again, you will list your name. And that's it po for cover pages. Okay? So let's move to the template number 2, which is the plan training session slash or dash session plan. Yan po. So once again, you will insert a picture related to your qualification. So pwedeng same picture as the cover page na lang din po yan. And yun din po yung ginawa. Okay? Next would be for the competency-based curriculum. Skip na natin ito. Yan. Dito na tayo sa competency-based curriculum. Okay, competency-based curriculum. So once again, as mentioned earlier, lahat po ng items in red are instructions on where you can actually find yung mga contents po na ilalagay natin sa templates. So for example, si competency-based curriculum is on, or rather si course design is on the section 3.1 ng ating training regulation. So pupunta po tayo sa training regulation and we will move to the section number 3. Bandang dulo na po yun kasi sobrang haba po ng section 2. Okay. So sa section 3.1 or rather section 3 lang pala yung pagkukuhanan ninyo, nandito po yung mga iyan. So course title is Events Management Services and the qualification level or the NC level is level 3. So Events Management Services NC level 3. Nominal duration is naka-indicate na rin po yan sa training regulation. So ito po ang nominal duration. Course description, yan po yung next na ilalagay dyan dito. Course description, as is po yan. So when it comes to the trainees entry requirements, it is on the section 3.3 of the training regulation. So pupunta ka ng training regulation, section 3.3 is here, trainees entry requirements. So you will copy it and paste it onto your portfolio as is. So ito yung example. Ayan po. Okay, so far, naintindihan naman po so far? Hello po.
Yes po, sir. Clear po.
Alright. Next. Sa course structure naman, you will make a course structure of your given qualification. Meaning to say, kung pare-parehas tayo ng qualification, Events Management Services and C3 for example, pare-parehas lang din po ang magiging laman ng course structure. Maliban na lang po sa inyong sariling discretion on how you will divide the number of hours per core competency. So you will do it all from the basic competencies, common competencies, and core competencies. So pinakamaganda siyang gamitin or tignan sa section 3.1 of your training regulation. So balik tayo sa section 3.1. Ayan po yan. Ayan po. So, ililist mo daw lahat ng competency. So starting from the basic, list mo lang dyan, participate in workplace communication. Yan yung laging una po kasi. Sorry, NC3 nga pala ito, lead workplace communication. Then, on the module title, as mentioned earlier, pag sinabing module title, gagawin lang present participle or gerund, or basically lalagyan mo lang ng ing yung verb. So magiging leading workplace communication po yan. Yan po. And on the third column, you will just list daw po all of the learning outcomes. So nandito siya, no? Katabi siya ng unit of competency, learning outcomes. Ika-copy mo lang siya as is. And you will do it all. Basic, which is 20 hours. Common, 24 hours. Core competency, 64 hours. For a total of 104 hours po kasi ang Events Management Services NC3. So, ganoon yung ginawa niya. Nilist niya lahat ng basic competencies, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then, nilipat niya ron into a module title, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nilist niya lahat ng learning outcomes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And, pagdating po sa nominal duration, since alam po niya na 20 hours ang inalat for the basic competencies, dinivide niya yung 20 hours into the 6 unit of competency for basic. So hindi po necessarily equally divided. So hindi po yan 20 divided by 6. So it is your responsibility as the trainer to delegate a nominal duration for each of the units of competencies, may it be basic, common, or core. So check natin kung 20 hours yung total niya. So 3 hours for lead, 3 hours for lead small teams, 6, 9, 12, 15, 20. So 20 hours po yung kanyang ginawa. So ganun din po ang inyong gagawin when it comes to the common competencies, which is in this time 24 hours at meron siyang 4 common competencies. So 24 divided by 4. So nilist niya lahat ng common competencies, ginawa niyang present participle sa module title, nilist niya yung learning outcomes for each of the units of competencies at dinivide niya yung 24 hours into 6 hours each. So 6 times 4 would be 24. So tama po yung kanyang ginawa. Once again, same goes diyan with the core competencies, which is 64 hours at 8 po. 8 din ang units of competencies ng Events Management Services NC3. So na-equally divide niya into 8 hours po yan. So si core competencies po kasi ng Events Management Services NC3 ay hati sa dalawang cluster. So meron kayong 5 core competencies for event planning services and another 3 for on-site events management services. So since 8 siya in total, 64 divided by 8 is equal 8 din. So ang ginawa niya, tigi 8 hours po. Ang each of the units of competencies for core ng Events Management Services NC3. Naintindihan po so far?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's continue. Now, the next item would be the assessment methods and the course delivery. So si assessment methods at course delivery nasa section 3.1 pa rin daw ng training regulations. Si section 3.1 ng training regulations kasi has a pool of training methodologies at assessment approach. So ang nangyari dyan, co-compile mo lahat ng training methodology, yan lecture, demonstration, self-paced, case studies, etc. At kung ano yung lumabas lahat niyan, pagkaka-compile mo, yun yung ililist mo dito. So there are different training methodologies po kasi. So meron daw dito. Group discussion, role play, brainstorm, lecture, demonstration, self-paced, direct observation, simulation, case study, discussion, hands-on, video viewing, and practical exercises. So yan na yung sinum up na po lahat ng available na methodologies sa basic, sa common, at sa core. Same goes with the assessment methods. So ang gagawin mo, kukunin mo lahat ng assessment approach, kung dumoble, kung tumible, kung paulit-ulit, buburahin mo lahat yon maliban sa isa of course, and i-compile mo rin dito sa assessment methods. So ito siya. Observation, interviews, demonstration, case studies, written test, oral questioning, etc. Okay? Next, the list of tools, materials, and equipment, training facilities, and the trainer's qualification. Kung mapapansin niyo po, magkakasunod lang yan. 3.4, 3.5, and 3.6. You will copy it on the training regulation and paste it as is. So, 3.4, kakopy mo yan. 3.5, kakopy mo yan. 3.6, kakopy mo yan. Copy, then i-paste as is. So, 3.4, 3.5, 3.6. Okay? Okay, so let's move on to the modules of instruction. May questions po before we continue? Wala po? Okay, let's continue po. So, si modules of instruction, gagawa ka ng modules of instruction ng iyong specific lang na napiling core competency na. Kasi pag lahat gagawan mo ng modules of instruction, gagawa ka ng isang buong competency-based curriculum for your given qualification. So, napakahaba po kasi yan. No? 102 pages po yan. So, you will just focus on your specific core competency when doing the modules of instruction. Okay? So first, for the core competencies, you will list all of the core competencies. And for the specific unit of competency, you will name your specific unit of competency. And on the module title and the module descriptor, it will be available daw po on the section 2 of your chosen core competency. So ano po ang ibig sabihin ng section 2? So, ang section 2 po kasi, ang ang pinakamahabang part ng training regulation. So, mapapansin niyo po sa table of contents, 1 and 2 yung section 1 lang, pages 1 and 2. Section 3 is 83 to 90. Ibig sabihin, from page 24 up until I think number 4 nga lang to eh. Tingnan natin. Page number 5 or page number 4 yan. Page number 4, mali ito. Up until, ito pala. Kaya pala. Page 3. Yan yung tama. Page 3 to 24. So page 3 to 82, yan po ang section 2. Napakahaba po niyan. So the section 2 is what we call the competency standards. Each of the units of competencies ay scrutinized on that specific section. Ibig sabihin po, lahat ng units of competencies ay may competency standards. Okay? So, you will move to the competency standard of your specific unit of competency, which is in this case nga, ang kanyang napili ay develop and update event industry knowledge. So, pupunta tayo doon mismo. Develop and update event industry knowledge. So, pagdating dito sa module title, kung walang available dito sa training regulation, ang gagawin, pag sinabi module title, uulitin lang din po natin yung instruction. Gagawing present participle, gerund, or lalagyan ng ing yung verb. Then, for the module descriptor, you will just copy the unit descriptor as is. So, ganun po yung ginawa niya rito. Okay? Next, the summary of the learning outcomes, you will just list all of the learning outcomes of your chosen core competency. So, meron pong 4 na learning outcome ang napili niyang core competency. Ililist lang po ito at in the event that your chosen core competency has less or more learning outcomes, you will list all of them. Bawal po magbawas in general when it comes to the portfolio making. So after that, you will have the details of the learning outcomes, which is divided into 5 categories. So ang term would be details of the learning outcomes, meaning to say each of the learning outcomes, you will provide the details. So saan makikita ang 5 details po na ito sa ating training regulation? Nandito po siya. So first, assessment criteria daw po makikita sa performance criteria ng learning outcome or element. Ibig sabihin, kung ito ang learning outcome mo, ito ang performance criteria mo. So by the way, elements and learning outcomes are synonymous. Parehas lang po ng ibig sabihin niya. So, kung ang learning outcome mong ginagawa ng details is source and apply information on the structure and operation of the event industry, ito yung dalawang performance criteria noong learning outcome na yon. So, ganun siya nakalagay. Source and apply information on the structure and operation of the event industry. Dalawa yung learning outcome nun. Ito po yung dalawang yun. For the contents, hahanapin mo daw sa underpinning knowledge and skills of the chosen core competency. So wala siya dito. Nandito po siya sa evidence guide. Pero pakinggan pong mabuti ito kasi ang coverage ng underpinning knowledge at underpinning skills ay buong core competency, hindi siya nakahati per learning outcome. Unless otherwise, mas bago yung inyong training regulation, ang bagong format po kasi nito, element, performance criteria, merong nakalagay na rito sa yan, meron na nakalagay ditong required knowledge and required skills. So kung ganoon yung inyong training regulation, ibig sabihin nakahati na siya per learning outcome, yung underpinning knowledge and skills. Ngayon, Kung ganito yung itsura ng training regulation nyo po, hahanapin nyo yung underpinning knowledge and skills dito sa evidence guide. So, ang dami nito. Sir, ilalagay ko po ba lahat ito per learning outcome? Hindi po. Babasahin po ito at ilalagay lang po dito sa part na ito kung ano yung covered nung learning outcome na yon. Ibig sabihin, si main types of events po ba at si structure and function of the event industry ay part po ng sourcing and applying information of the structure on the structure and operation of the event industry? If yes, ilalagay. So paulit-ulit mong gagawin yon sa lahat ng learning outcomes. Pagdating mo sa LO2, babasahin mo ulit itong underpinning knowledge and skills. Kapag ka nandun po, or kung ano yung mga applicable dun sa learning outcome, yun lang po ang ititira. Okay? For the resources naman po, or sorry, conditions, nasa resource implications daw po. Ibig sabihin, pupunta ulit tayo ng training regulation under the evidence guide ng inyong specific na unit of competency. Pagkatapos ng underpinning knowledge and skills, may nakalagay po dyan na resource implications. So you will copy it and paste it onto the document. So ganito po yung magiging itsura niya. Okay? Next. Methodologies and assessment methods, section 3.1 ng training regulation. So babalik ka pa ulit sa 3.1 ng inyong training regulation para lang makita kung ano yung methodologies and assessment methods of those specific learning outcomes. So, si develop and update industry knowledge, ang methodologies daw niya ay lecture discussion, demonstration, and practical exercises. So, ikakopy mo to papunta dito. And si assessment methods, ganun din. Meron siya, assessment approach naman ang tawag dito. Copy-paste mo papunta dito. So basically, since ang coverage na conditions, methodologies, at assessment methods ay hindi nakahiwalay into learning outcomes at nakaspecific siya sa buong core competency, itong tatlong to, paulit-ulit lang per LO. Ang nag-iiba lang itong dalawa lagi. So, ito kasi ginawa niyang hindi siya naka-table. Ang ginawa niya is naka-bullet, nakasunod-sunod. So, pero same goes, no? May assessment criteria, may contents, may conditions, may assessment methods, tsaka may methodologies. Okay. Clear po tayo? So, we may proceed to the session plan. Proceed po tayo sa session plan.